Is it the screen is visible? Online students can respond in the chat window. All the online students can respond in the chat window. Okay, right. Right, okay. Let's complete on that. Heading is done, right? Steps are done. Okay. So let's start with the very most important one. What is it? What is it? STLC. Meaning of STLC? What is that? Okay, perfect. As part of STLC, what is the first step? First step. Requirements understanding. After that, test plan. After that, test scenarios. After that, test cases. After that, test execution. After that, bug reporting and retesting. Okay. After that, test closure. Right. Let's understand on it. So as part of this particular one, we need to begin taking care about in implementing this particular STLC, right? So the one we got understand that SDLC, meaning of SDLC? Software. SDLC. Software Development Life Cycle, right? So the first part we got understand about SDLC, and now we need to begin taking care about STLC here. So as part of STLC, we need to begin implementing these particular steps. You may work with any kind of project. Whatever the project you are working, it can be Java project, .NET project, insurance project, banking project, any kind of the project you want to be tested, your testing concepts will be the same. Because of Java project, different approach, or because of .NET project, different approach. There is no such kind of things. Any kind of the project you want to be tested, as part of manual testing, we need to be get followed with these particular steps here. In that, the one we need to be get start with requirements understanding. Okay, let's see that. Before going with requirements understanding, we need to be get taking care about one more particular concept that I will be mentioning about folder creation. We need to start with requirements understanding. Before getting started with requirements understanding, we need to be get taking care about start with folder creation. So what exactly mean by this particular folder creation, and why we need to be get work with this particular folder creation? We'll understand on it. So before going to that, just make a note of that take the folder names and then hierarchy in the correct way. The same thing you guys need to be created. Online students also make a note of the folder structure in the correct way. Still some more folders are there. First complete this, then you can make a note of other folders. After that, just continue the same. Take care about that particular arrow marks in the correct way. Take care about that particular arrow marks in the correct way. Done? Online students, is it done? Okay, right. So let's understand what exactly mean by this and why we need to create this particular folder structure. Okay. So the requirement is we need to implementing STLC. So getting started with STLC, according to the real-time structure, there is a chance of first we need to taking care about folder creation. So why exactly it has been came into the picture and why we need to create the folder. Okay, let's see that. Further, the very first understanding. What is your main training program? No, your main training program. Full stack Java developer. That is what your main training program. Under that, you have been taking care about testing here. Okay. It can be developer or it can be tester. As you are doing this particular training program, after completion of the training program, what you will do? After completion of the training program, what you will do? Doing the job search or doing the practice? Doing with the job search. Okay. Job search is done. After that? Doing job. Okay. Now, see the question here. You have been doing the training program and then you will be doing with the job search, which you will be attending with interviews and whatever it can be. You will be getting with the job. It can be developer, tester, whatever it can be. So see my simple doubt. You got in a job, you will be going to the office. Now my question is, day one in the office, what you will be doing? Seeing everywhere. Day one in the IT company, what you will do? Introduction. Your introduction? Explore. Online students. Day one in the company, what you will be doing? Knowledge transfer. Okay. See the very first thing. Even though you're done with the training program of full stack Java developer or whatever it can be, there is no chance of day one itself you will not be writing with coding, or day one itself you will not be doing with the testing. 99%, not like 99, 100% you can join with any IT company in the day one first half, morning hours. The whole morning hours maximum it will be completing with your joining formalities here. You guys need to be practice your autograph also. At the time of joining in the IT company, you need to be provide lot of signatures need to be done. That company will be asking that in getting documenting with multiple documents. You never read the document. If you are reading also, you will not understand. They will be asking that to give the signature. You have to provide the signature and they will look into all your documents verification. Parallelly, they will be taking care about and generating with employee ID. At the same time, email ID will be created. Once you have been joined in the company, the whole first half, you can consider that joining formalities will be done. By the time of joining formalities has been completed, your lunchtime will be done. That is day one, right? Because of day one, free lunch will be there. But only day one, not all the days here. Because of day one, free lunch will be provided. So free lunch means what you will do? Testing will be done here. That to doing the testing training also. So day one, the joining formalities, afternoon, free lunch has been provided, doing with the testing, that lunch will be completed. Then second half will be started. What you will do in the second half? Snacks, sir. Sleeping, very perfect. This particular second half, it will be having the concept of induction program. Heard about it? Induction, not introduction. Induction program. What is the meaning of that? Not induction cooker. Not cooker, guys. So the meaning of that particular induction program is, from that particular company, each and every department in that IT company, each and every department, one of the representative, they will be explaining all the rules and regulations. Maximum, first they will be started with HR session. One of the person from the HR team, they will explain what are the rules and regulations, what are the company policies, what are the timings in case of policy violations, what kind of activities will be done, what will be the dress code, what will be the working hours, how many days you have to work. All the information will be provided by that particular HR guys. First, they will be taking their presentation. They will be explaining all the information related to HR activities here. That will be the first session. Once that first session completed, then taking with second session. Maximum second session will be done by network team. One of the person from the network team, they will be getting started giving the explanation. What they will explain? Network team. Username, password. Network team, they will be explaining about how you can get this particular laptop or how you can get with the system. Once you got in a system, what kind of websites you can open, what kind of softwares you can download. If you want to get download, what kind of the permissions you have to do, how many levels of approvals will be there. All that particular things will be explained by this particular network team here. So first session taking care by HR people. Second session taking care by network team here. So 2 sessions has been completed. You will become tired because of 2 sessions here. Again, you will have break will be there. In that break, what you will get? What kind of snacks you will get? Only biscuits here. Tea, coffee, biscuits, only these 3 things will be there. That too only on first day, not all the days here. Only on first day, you will be getting it. So that you will be completing. Tea break will be completed. Once tea break has been completed, it will become more active. Then one more important session will be done. What is that important session? What is that important session? Session will be done. That important session, they will be taking care about your salaries here, payroll. Finance team will be taking the session. They will be explaining how the salary will be credited, what kind of bank account you have to open, when salary will be provided, what kind of accounts you have to open, how the calculation will be done. So all the information related to the finance team, they will be explaining it. So by that, you will be completing with a very first day. Successfully will be completing the first day. Then you will be coming to your hostels or rooms, whatever it can be. So once you come to hostel, then you will be explaining all your friends again what you done from morning to evening here, right? So by that, day 1 successfully completed. Then day 2, what you will do? Breakfast. Day 2 in the IT company, what you will do? No snacks, all those things, only one day. Done. Second day. So taking with second day, you may heard about bench concept. Knowing about bench? Knowing or not? In all the IT companies, bench concept will be there. What is the meaning of that? Meaning of bench? As simple as you are waiting for the project. You got in a job. You are going to company, but you will not be having any work for doing. So the meaning of bench concept is you can consider that you have been waiting for the project here. So you will be available on bench. You are waiting for the project. Again, you will be getting the project calls from the same company. Different projects calls you will be getting. You will get in a call from test lead or manager. They will be making in a call and they will have general discussion. Not like again technical interview here. They will be asking that what kind of your previous experience in case of fresher level, what kind of knowledge you got, all the general discussion you will have. And they will explain what is their project, what kind of work you have to do it, what kind of activities you have to perform, on which timings you have to attend it. All that explanation will be done. If both are agreed, then you will be assigned to that particular project. If you are not comfortable with that particular project, or that project is not like related to your skill, then you will be waiting for another project. Again, you will be getting the project calls. You will be having a discussion so that it will continue for some time. As you have to place on the project, you will be getting with the calls. You will be having the discussion, and after that you will be assigned to the project. So for completing all these particular things, it will take some time. Minimum, it will be taking with 2 weeks of the time. Sometimes it may take 1 month also. Sometimes chances are there 2 months also here. But previously, there is no issue with the bench concept, because previous IT market is totally different. In the previous IT market, there are a lot of people are there on bench and they got promotions on bench also. Already they are on bench, but on bench also, promotions are there. I mean, that kind of things has been done in the previous IT market. But in this IT market, all that particular golden days completed here. No concept of you are waiting for more time on bench. Always, once you got in a job, you guys need to be look into that as early as possible. You guys need to be see that you can place in any of the project. In case of if you're waiting more time on bench, definitely you will become in a trouble. Your job will become in a trouble here. Because of that, once you guys got in a job, see the possibility as early as possible to place in any of the project. Once you have been placed in the project, you will be on the safe side. You will not be having any kind of issues here. So because of that, once you guys got in a job, Don't think about to wait for more time on the bench here. Okay. Now assume that you have been done with bench for 2 weeks. Just an example. After 2 weeks, you got in a project. You have been assigned it to the project here. 2 weeks you were on bench. After that, you got in a project. Now you have been working on the project. Once project has been assigned, in a project day 1, what you will do? You got in a project. In a project day 1, what you will do? Requirements understanding, huh? In project day 1, what you will do? What is it? You will be having with KT session. Once the project has been assigned, in that particular project, you will be having with the KT. Meaning of KT? What is it? Knowledge transfer. What kind of knowledge? What kind of knowledge? Not testing knowledge. Not like again writing the heading is software testing here. It's not like testing knowledge. The knowledge which is related to that particular project. So that particular KT, we need to be get mentioning the knowledge transfer here, mentioning the knowledge related to the project. You guys need to be work a very smart while getting with the KT, because any of IT employee providing with the KT, those people are not interested to provide all the information, because you are the new member. Existing members already there in the project. That existing members will be providing with the KT. You can cross-check that any of the IT employee, whenever they are providing with the KT, they will not be interested in providing with the detailed information. Because of that, you guys need to be get work little bit smart to gather all the maximum information from the existing people. Because how much knowledge you are gaining from the existing member, that will make you more comfortable, more easy to continue your further activities. Because of that, whenever you are working in this particular IT, at the time of you are getting with the KT, you guys need to be little bit smart to gather or to get all the information from that particular existing team member. So that you will be having KT. This KT also, it depends on the project. In some project, in 1 week it will be done. Some project, 2 weeks. In some project, 1 month also. It's totally depends on that particular project here. Okay. So now assume that your KT has been going on for 2 weeks here. Whenever your KT has been done, parallelly the test lead or manager taking care about in getting with the credentials with your name. Because according to IT, by default you cannot access. According to the IT, by default you cannot access any of the client information. Client has to be provide proper access to access of any of the data. It can be application, it can be document, whatever it can be. If you want to be get an access, first client has to give an approval. So all these approvals, all the permissions taken care by manager or taken care by test lead here. Okay. So now see the whole concept here. So you got in a job, You are available on bench for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, you got in a project. In the project of day 1, what you got? In project day 1, what you will get? What you will get? KT. Meaning of KT? Knowledge transfer. Now assume that that particular KT is for 2 weeks here. Previously, bench is on 2 weeks and KT is for 2 weeks. Totally how many weeks he got? What is it? Total how many weeks he got? 4 weeks he got. Consider as a 1 month. So successfully you will be completing 1 month in the company. Once you complete 1 month in the company, what you will get? What they will get? Salary will be provided. So once he got a salary, what he will do? We'll open Excel file, sir. We'll see that financial budget, how the parties need to be done. Because lot of things will be there, lot of lined up will be there. Need to see that how to manage that particular budget. Okay. Now, see the concept. Once you got that salary, your confidence will be increasing it. Till the time of that salary is credited, somewhere you guys will be having some doubt. Either you can sustain in that IT or not. Once that first salary has been credited, obviously you will be getting with the confidence and it will be decided that I too working in IT here. That kind of confidence you will get. The reason I'm giving all these information is, so nowadays in general, when I'm looking into the persons, you guys are staying in hostels or rooms, whatever it can be. As you guys are doing with the training, in your hostels, you guys will be doing the very serious discussion you will do. Client meetings you will be doing. What you will do the discussion? You guys will be doing the discussion, saying that how you guys will be doing the serious discussion is, you will be decided that you got in a job and I got in a job. Once I got in a job, your discussions, what kind of project I will get. Once I get the project, either I can sustain in that project or not. I can survive in that project or not. In case of got the project, what kind of timings will be there? Is that car facility is there? Is that girls are there in the project or not? So all the serious discussion will be done here, right? So not required to do all these particular discussions here. Okay. That it will waste of your time only. I'm saying that very clearly. 100% you will be able to survive in the real time. Because that is how you guys are taking the training. It can be development or testing. Never think about either it can sustain in the real time or not. Always your way of thinking should be how to get in a job, how to clear that interview. That is what your discussions need to be done. That is what your preparations need to be done. Nothing to worry about. Like I'm keeping, like some people may thinking about fake experience here. If I'm trying for 2 years experience or 3 years experience or fresher level, either I will be able to handle or not, work will be completed or not. Nothing to worry about all those things here. Anyone in a IT, very easily you can survive on it. Because in IT job, nowadays, working in IT is not at all difficult here, because once you enter into the job, maximum you will be doing only 2 things here. What are the 2 things you will do? Copy paste here. Copying from Google and pasting. Project here. That is what you will be doing it. For doing that part also, again, you guys will be acting that up. A lot of hard work we are doing. So it's not like you are doing any hard work here. Once you got in a job, you will be doing only smart work here. And that is also most important. Once you got in a job, you have to do only smart work. If you do the hard work, you never get promotions here. If you want to be getting a promotions, little bit you guys need to be in a smart only. That part is totally different. Once he got in a job, how to work, what are the things he had to do, everything you will get understand. But before going to that, you have to get in a job. For doing the job, what you have to do? For getting the job, what you have to do? Hard work has been required, not smart work here. To get clear with the interview, it is mandatory that you have to do the hard work only. Because of that, look into that kind of preparation. Once he got in a job, definitely you will get some enough time to get set right all the things here. Day one itself, no one will ask you that to write in a code or to develop application or to test the application. So because of that, you doesn't require no worries on that. Always you have to take care about in looking into the preparation of how to clear that interview. That is what your preparations need to be done here. So don't worry about whether you can survive or not. 100% you can survive in the IT. If you are joining as a fresher level or joining as experience level also, very easily you can sustain in the IT job here. Now assume that you got in a job, you're done with bench, you got in a project, KT completed. Once your KT has been completed, as a tester, slowly you need to get start doing your actual work. In that particular actual work, the very first activity, what you have to do? Folder creation. So why you need to create that particular folder? As simple as the best example, you guys are having the laptops. Having or not? So in your laptops, you guys are maintaining with the data. That particular data, is that you are maintaining in one folder or multiple folders? Or multiple? Why multiple? Why you are maintaining data in multiple folders? Why not you can maintain only in one folder? Easy to understand. Two things we can say that. The one you can mention that easy access. Another one we can mention that easy maintenance here. Because the laptop what you are using, is it the laptop you will be using only for one day? No. You will use for the long run, whatever it can be. But the data you are maintaining, you have to organize in a very proper way. Because of that, you guys will be creating multiple folders. Like you will create one folder, important files, one folder, temporary files, one more folder, and some more people saying that old movies, one more folder, new movies, one more folder, old songs, one folder, new songs, one more folder, selfies, one more folder, white photos, one more folder, black photos, one more folder. Some people will be there, girlfriend one folder, girlfriend two, one more folder. Why these many folders here? Easy maintenance here. I mean, you have to organize the things in a very proper way, because you guys will be having best friends will be there. One of the friend will be asking that send your white photo in WhatsApp here. Then you have to, which folder you will open? White folder you will open here, because already you are clearly maintained there. Your time will be saving it. Your organizing will become in a more comfortable. The same thing will be followed in testing also. As part of testing, as part of STLC, is it we are doing only one activity here? No. What is the first thing we are doing? This requirements is one part. Test plan is different. Test scenarios is different. Test cases are different. I mean, you have been performing different kind of activities. So all these activities, you need to be get organized in a very proper way. Because of that, you need to be get create multiple folders here. How many folders need to be created? What kind of standard rules need to be followed? That depends on that project. As simple as you guys are created folders in a laptop. Is that everyone created same folders? No. Based on their comfortable, they will be creating multiple folders here. In a similar way, while working testing project also, based on that particular testing project, you have to take care about in creating that particular respective folder structure. So now what I required is, what you guys need to be do is the assignment for the tomorrow session. So the assignment for the tomorrow session, what I have been required is, you got a list of the folders here. You're already written. Whatever this hierarchy is there, as it is. Whatever this hierarchy is there, according to this particular hierarchy. According to this particular hierarchy, you guys need to be create folders in your local system. I mean, in your laptops. Having laptops or not? Having. Okay. So in your laptops, you need to be create these folders here. So just only empty folders. Don't copy anything. Don't copy your photos also. Just maintain only empty folders. As an example, let's see that. If we consider my system, in that particular system, I'll be creating with the folder. So I'll be creating with the folder. You can see that. What is the first folder you got? Project name. This is the one folder you have to create. Let's see that. How you will create the folder? Right click a new folder, same logic only. There is no different techniques here. The same steps you will follow. What is the first folder name? What is it? Project name. Make a note of that project name. Make a note of the project name is Adactin. In your notebooks, you are already written with the first folder. What is it? Project name. There only give the hyphen symbol. Just mention hyphen symbol and take the project name. Mention the hyphen symbol and take the project name is Adactin. In your notebook, you are already written the first folder. In that first folder only, give the hyphen symbol and take that particular name as Adactin. You can create in any drive. So it's, as an example, I mentioned C drive here. So don't get confused on that. In your local system, whatever it can be, in any drive, you can create it. Doesn't make any problem. But don't create on desktop. Don't create on the desktop here. Create all these folders. It can be C drive, D drive, whatever the drive available in your local system, you can provide on that. Okay. Now we can see. Let me complete on that. First, I created first folder with the project name. What is the project name we provided? What is the project name? Adactin. Okay, done. Under that, taking with the next folder. What is the next folder name? What is it? documents, which you will be taking with documents here. You need to be get create that particular folder name that you will be considering the documents here. Okay. After that, what is another folder? What is another folder? Templates. See the hierarchy. Not like under documents you are not creating template. Under documents folder you are not creating. All these folders has to be available under Adactin project. That is what the hierarchy provided. This is what I will be taking with, mentioning about taking with project name. Under that project, you got in a documents. Under the same project name folder, what is another folder? Templates. Okay, that we have been done. After templates, what is another folder? What is it? Test scenarios. Okay, test scenarios. Right. And after that, you can create in any order. Order doesn't make any problem. Order doesn't make any problem, but make sure that you have been creating all the folders which you have been written. Order can be anything, doesn't make any problem. Okay. Taking with documents and then templates and then taking with scenarios. After that, taking with test cases here. Okay, right. And after that, I'm just creating with one more particular folder that you will be considering the test execution. Okay. You can create. You guys can continue on that. Under test execution. Under test execution, what is another folder you got? Under test execution, what is another folder you got? What is it? Build one. Under test execution, you got in a folder which you will be taking with build one. So that you will be creating it. And the same execution folder, you got another folder. What is it? What is it? Taking with build two here. So again, under build one, what is another folder? Build test cases. So in this hierarchy, under build one related test cases, build one related results, taking the defects, attachment, automation script, everything need to be created. Whatever the hierarchy is there, according to that particular hierarchy, you guys need to be complete in creating that particular empty folders. Don't provide any information, not required to provide anything, just for tomorrow. Tomorrow session is there. Online students also. The same meeting ID, same timing, same trainer. Okay. So tomorrow session will be there. So you need to be have it at the same timings here. Okay. See that. So what I required for the tomorrow session, you guys need to be get complete in creating all the empty folders here. And moreover, till now, what are the things we got discussed in our session? And going forward, what are the things we are discussing related to manual testing? Everything, it has been documented in the PDF file. Day to day, whatever the things we are discussing, everything it has been documented in this particular PDF file, having with the last step, we mentioned our test closure. As part of our manual testing, the last activity need to be done, test closure, that we need to be get stop the testing here. So starting off our manual testing, so till the last point, everything documented in this particular PDF file. So this particular PDF file, I'll be just uploading in the Google Classroom. This particular PDF file, I'll be uploading in Google Classroom. So you can just download from that particular Google Classroom. By that, you will be having with the reference of that. In each and every day, whatever the things we are discussing in that particular manual testing, everything it has been documented. Okay, right. Let's see that Google Classroom link. You don't have a. Okay. So just check with that management team to get your Google Classrooms here. So check your email IDs to get accepted. So they will be adding it. Just cross check with them to have on that. Okay. Okay. So now I'm just taking care about uploading that particular file that you will be considering that particular manual testing notes. I'll be just uploading on that manual testing. Okay. Starting off our day 1 to till the last session. Starting of day 1 to till the last session, whatever the things we are discussing it, everything will be available here. So that you will be mentioning about taking with manual testing notes here. Okay. Okay. So that it has been available. You guys can look into that. So this is have been providing with PDF file. So that is what you will be taking with folder creation. Okay. Still class is not done. I told that after the class. So this is what you will be taking care about the very first activity mentioning that folder creation. That is the first thing we have been done. So now take with the next heading. Take with the next heading is requirements understanding. Take with the next heading is requirements understanding. You're already done main step. Now one by one we'll understand. In the take with the first heading is requirements understanding. Requirements understanding. Okay. Then provide the details here. First mention the BRS. After that SRS, FRS, and then mention the mockups, and then sample application. Make a note of these details. Take with the subheading is requirements understanding. After that, mention that particular document names, BRS, SRS, FRS, mockups, sample application. Okay. So now take with the description, make a note of the description of each and every file. Take with the description of each and every particular file. Take with the first one, BRS. Take with the first one is BRS. First one is BRS within a brackets. Meaning of BRS? Business requirement specifications. Within a brackets, you can mention the business requirement specifications. Business requirement specifications. Business requirement specifications. Close the bracket, continue the description. Close that bracket, and continue the description. Mention that to understand business overview, to understand business overview or business flow. To understand business overview or business flow. To understand business overview or business flow. Take the next one, SRS. Take the next one, SRS. Meaning of SRS? Software requirement specifications. Within a brackets, software requirement specifications. Software requirement specifications. Software requirement specifications. Close the bracket and continue the description. Close the bracket and continue the description. To understand what need to be tested. To understand what need to be tested. To understand what need to be tested or which functionality to be tested. Which functionality to be tested. Okay. Which functionality to be tested. Okay. Right. Take the next one, FRS. Take the next one, FRS. Meaning of FRS? Functional requirement specifications. Functional requirement specifications. Functional requirement specifications. Functional requirement specifications. Close the bracket and take the description. Close the bracket and take the description. To understand particular functionality. To understand particular functionality. Particular functionality to be tested. To understand particular functionality to be tested. To understand particular functionality to be tested. Okay. Take with the next one, mockups. Take with the next one, mockups. Within a brackets, what you will write? Within a brackets, what you will mention? Meaning of mockups? You never heard it, huh? Screenshots? Heard or not? Within a brackets, screenshots. Within a brackets, screenshots. Within a brackets, screenshots. Close the bracket, continue the description. To understand understand what need to be tested, to understand what need to be tested, to understand what need to be tested based on GUI in a capital letters. To understand what need to be tested based on GUI. Based on GUI. Meaning of GUI? Graphical user interface. Okay. Take the next one. Sample application. Next heading is sample application. Sample application. Within a brackets, what you will write? In a brackets, what you will write? Sample application. Okay. Write in a brackets, similar kind of functionality. Similar kind of functionality. Similar kind of functionality. Similar kind of functionality. Close the bracket and continue the statement. Close the bracket and continue the statement. To understand what need to be tested, to understand what need to be tested based on similar kind of application. 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 Okay, right. So these things we need to understand. Step by step will be started. So for tomorrow, complete with the assignment. What is assignment for tomorrow? Creation of empty folders. Need to create only empty folders. Don't provide any other details here. So make sure that completing that assignment for tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll start with requirements. Then we'll be taking with a lot of other things here. Okay? Clear? Carry on. Thank you. Online students having the